Kia ora, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This week at everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock, with news optimism is flooding in about 2021 economic prospects. The OECD is saying that the Biden stimulus plan will effectively add 1% to the global economic growth outcomes, as it releases its forecast that the world's economy will expand by 5.6% in 2021. This will be led by the US, up 6.5%, China 7.8%, and India up 12%. This latest forecast is hugely more optimistic than the one they released at the end of 2020. And Boeing is saying orders for its aircraft are rising again. It had 82 orders in February, compared with just 4 in January. A year ago in February, it only took orders for 18 aircraft. In February 2019, just 5. US retail sales were down sharply last week from the week prior in an unexpected result, but year on year they're up 8%, a valid comparison as the pandemic shutdown restrictions hadn't started yet in 2020. In China, their excavator sales trebled in February. Much of this was due to the low base a year ago, but current market demand is strong amid their huge infrastructure push and the growing impact of tougher emissions rules there. And Japanese machine tool orders were up a very strong 37% year on year in February. That is after almost being up 10% rise in January. This has been powered by a very strong rise in export demand. In Australia, business confidence has risen to its highest level in 11 years, driven by better business conditions as companies begin to hire and invest in new capacity. The OECD sees Australia expand by 4.5% in 2021. In New York, the S&P 500 has opened today with a 2% rise in early afternoon trade. Essentially, this is a tech stock recovery. But Shanghai was down 1.8%, and that takes its decline since the February 19 five-year high to 7.1%. That's a $1 trillion decline for them. The home team is now active in this market, buying to prevent a further fall. The ASX ended its session yesterday up 0.5%, and that was matched by the NZX 50 Capital Index. The US Treasury 10-year yield is down 6 basis points at 1.54% and off its recent highs. And the price of gold starts today recovering strongly in New York, up $37 from yesterday to just on $1,717 an ounce. Most of this rise happened after the London market close. Oil prices have eased back further overnight and are now just on $64.50 a barrel in the US, while the international price is just on $67.50 a barrel. And the Kiwi dollar opens today at 71.5 US cents and a small rise overnight. Against the Australian dollar, we're softer at 92.9 Australian cents, and against the euro, with little change at 60.2 euro cents. That means our trade-weighted index is at 73.7 and little different overnight. Kia ora, I'm David Chaston. That was 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz.